Hello there, I'm AYB, founder of Spark AI, where we help businesses automate their process and implement AI in their workflows. Today, we'll be looking at a lead assessor system. What exactly is actually this system? So I built a system where a system that can verify leads for you and disqualify them or qualify them based on the inputs that they fill in a form. Right. I'm going to run this system for you, and then you're going to see exactly how it looks like before I run you through every of the thought process and every of the way I actually build the process. So let's jump straight into it. So the first thing is that we have a form. So this is the inquiry form. First, we have their business. We are asking them a couple of questions, and we're going to judge them based on these questions to determine, okay, if they are qualified for our business or not. I actually use this as a metric for my business, right? So you can this particular thing or this particular form can be customized to fit your business or any other thing you're trying to run. So let's say the name of the business or the lead name of their business is I'm going to use some popular. Let's use Meta, right? Let's use Meta Inc, right? And now I'm going to deliberately choose some options because I'm first going to judge them if their business is actually an online business. So I'm going to choose, yes, my business is an online business. Yes, I run a software as a service. Um, I want to also, yeah, my website is www.facebook.com. Yeah, I want AI automation. And what does success look like? Success means me saving. So I'm just say saving. Let's say 20 hours a week. And then what is stopping you from achieving these goals? I'm not finding um, a reliable AI automation uh, engineer, right? Right. So I just have this right here, and then now I'm going to ask them who is responsible for the decision making. I'm the decision maker, right? And then what's your project, your budget, 3K, and your business email. We are going to let's use mark at meta .com, right? And then what's your phone number? I'm going to use this phone number right here. My name is let's use Mark. Let's use Mark Zock. Um, right, and then we can also have when do you like to get started. I'll tell you the reason why I'm choosing on the 21st. We have social media, and then I will click on yes, I want to continue. So once I submit this form, I'll get I'll get the lead right here, and it's going to tell me if they are qualified or not. So let's do that. uh Now, the way I fulfill this form, I fill it in a way that will qualify me, right? So I'm also going to fill it in a way that will disqualify me. So let's submit, right? Um, so it's still loading, right? Still loading. Once I have submitted it, I'm going to see the lead right here. It's just going to take now. I've submitted it, right? The lead is going to pop in here, and it's going to tell me if they are qualified or not. I'm just going to see Mark Zock, and tell me the automation, the particular service they're interested in, and let me reload so that it can just be faster. I don't want to just keep on waiting for this particular stuff to load, right? So this is the form submitted. This is the table account. It's still loading. Right. We're almost there. So it's still loading. Now this is the table, right? Give me quite some. Now I think we are there. Still loading. I would have loved. Let me see if I can pause so that I don't want to waste your time. Yeah, I'm back. So you can see that the form was submitted, and then you can see his name right here and every of the stuff, and then the qualification status is qualified, right? I'm going to fill it in a way that will disqualify me, right? And I'm going to tell you exactly the metric for the disqualification and the qualification. Right now, I'm going to say my business is something around, let's use Amazon, right? Let me say Amazon Inc. And then I'm going to say there are two ways I'm going to disqualify myself. This is the first way. I'm going to say I run an offline business because I disqualify people based on like if they run an offline business, because we're an AI automation agency. We don't want to, we don't, our focus is on online business. So if I just put coaching, and now I'm going to do www.amazon.com, right? I'm going to put AI automation. I'm going to put the same thing I put there, saving um, 20 hours a week, right? And I can put not finding um, a um, skillful AI automation um, engineer, right? And then we can have I'm the sole decision maker, right? And then it's okay. And then my business email, I'll use Jeff at Amazon.com. Jeff, sorry, at Amazon.com, right? And then my phone number, I'll just use this phone number there. Jeff, I'll use Jeff Bezos. And when you like to get started, we set it in a way that I'm not interested in people that want to get started after a 14-day window. So that's exactly why I'm choosing about 2 or 3 days after the date form was submitted. So I'm going to choose something around 21, right? And then, although I've disqualified myself first by choosing the fact that my business is an offline business. So you're going to see what it's going to choose. Definitely going to disqualify me because I chose that my business is an offline business, right? We don't in the system. I set it in a way that we're not interested in businesses that you can see that I was disqualified, right? I'm going to disqualify myself with another metric, but this time um, I'm going to use another metric to disqualify myself. I'll use the fact that I am not the sole business owner, because we also want to qualify the person based on the fact that they are the owner of the business, they are the sole decision maker. So I'm going to fulfill everything. That will just be the caveat. So I might just say now my business is let's say this is Oracle Inc., right? And then definitely I'll get it right here. Yes, my business is an online business. I'll say it's an agency. I'll come over here and I see my website is like www.oracle.com, and then I'll use the AI automation. I'll come over here and say, what are you looking to save? Let's say 20 hours. Let's say 20 hours a week, right? And not definitely just the same thing, not finding let's say this time we just say trustworthy because for the AI automation engineer, right? So I just use that. Now, this is where I'm going to disqualify myself. I'm going to say I am not the sole decision maker. I'm just doing this business with my business partner. So it's going to disqualify me based on that metric. So if I come over here and I choose everything right, I come over here, I put my email as let's say Larry at oracle.com. My phone number same was my first name, Larry Ellison, right? I'll come over here and then when will I get started? I'm going to get started within the 14 week. We are still going to disqualify ourselves using this 14-day window metric. So I'll just stay within the 14-day window, right? And I'll choose social media, and definitely I'll choose yes and I'll submit. Right? It's still going to disqualify me because I said I was not the principal decision maker in this particular stuff. Right? So I'm going to disqualify myself three ways. So the system is structured in a way that now you can see that it disqualified me, Larry Ellison, right? You see that it disqualified me because I just chose that I am not the principal decision maker. Right. So next one, the next way I'm going to disqualify myself is that I'll make everything right. At the same time, I'll now make the 14 window, I'll make it like above 14 days, right? So it will also disqualify me. So this system is very strict. I mean, just fulfilling exactly what you want. So every of the metric must be fulfilled for them to be qualified. So you can make this system tailored to your business. So if I come over here and I reload the inquiry form again, and I do the same thing, right? But this time I'm going to tweak the dates. So I just use something very popular. Let's use SpaceX this time. Let's use SpaceX and come over to this place. I'll say I run a online business, and I'll come over here. My website is www.spacex.com. I'll come over here. Now this form builder is called Tally.so. It's free, and then you don't have to like pay anything. You have unlimited submission per month, so it's a very good form builder. So if I come here and say why what does success saving? So let's use the same thing, saving 20 hours um, weekly, and let me see trust issues, so it can be fast. And I'll just come over here and then I'll say now I'm going to say I'm the sole decision maker here, and I'm going to use this. So the only metric I'll use now, so my business is now my business email. I can just say Elon at spacex.com, right? And then my phone number and just use this, and I can just use Elon Musk, and then and now this is where so if you add 14 days to this, that would be like about that's like 31st, right? That's like 31st. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to make it, I'm going to say I want to like start on the second, right? It's going to disqualify me, right? Because like I've definitely passed the 14-day window, right? So I come over here, let me choose on the third so that I can be safe. So if I just come over here and then I choose social, and I come over here and then I submit the stuff, it's still going to disqualify me because of that 14-day window, right? Because I did the system in a way that you have to actually you have to like you have to pass every of those metrics before you can be qualified. So it's a very, very strict system. The reason why is that some people actually get loads of unqualified leads, right? Filling their stuff in the system, and they don't know how to like pre-qualify these leads so that they can be talking to people that are interested in their business. So they receive loads of leads that are crappy leads that are not interested in their services, and they're trying to look for a particular system that can help them like sort these leads, right? Judge these leads, and I'm more of like a sentiment analysis. That's exactly why I created the system. It's not loading enough. Let me just load it so that results can come. We are going to see Elon Musk and SpaceX, and then it's definitely going to be disqualified because I definitely I picked the dates I want to start the project further than 14 days. So we're not interested in someone that I just use that as an example, like how we do in our business, right? I don't want someone that is like not starting business within 14 days. We want someone that you can see that it's disqualified person, right? So let's go into building the system. How does this system actually look? So we build the system with Zapier, right? Although we can actually do the make.com, but I chose to like build it build it with Make. If you're interested in me showing you how to like build it with Make.com, you can just comment and then I'll do something like that. So this is exactly the trigger. The trigger is like when a form is submitted on the tally, on my tally form, and the name of the form, as you can see, is inquiry form. You can see the name of the form is inquiry form, right? If I come over here, the name of the form here is inquiry. I'm going to come here and so they can see my workspace and exactly how the form is like. If I come over here, you're going to see the form. Yeah, you can see that this is the form here, inquiry form, right? This is exactly how the form looks like. If I click on it to come over, I'm trying to like, I want to show you exactly how it looks like um, from the edit. Like I want to edit the form. Um, Still loading. I don't know why it's taking time. So let's go back to the system. So that's exactly how the form looks like. So if I come to my workspace, I think it's loading right now. So if I come over here, still loading, and I click on and edit, so it's going to show exactly how the form looks like, the edited version, right? So if I let's continue. Like so, the form name is inquiry form. So if I can continue. So what I did was that simple. I used it two ChatGPT step. That's like AI, right? AI step. And the first one is to calculate the date range. I'm going to tell you why we actually need to. Let me show you. Let me see if that's opened. Let me see. So I'm going to tell you why we actually calculated date range, why we actually need a date range. So if you come over here, now I'm using GPT-4 not, and now I'm saying now I want to like figure out what is the date different from the day the form was submitted and the day the person actually wants to get the project started. So that's exactly when we know, okay, the difference in those days, we'll be able to know, okay, the difference is more than 14, and then the person will be disqualified, right? So we want from 1 to 14, right? So that's exactly what I said. Calculate the range between the two dates, output it in days, right? If you want, I'm going to drop the link, the um the prompts like in description so that you can have access to it. So you calculate the range between the 2 days, output in days, and then we have something like this is the form, the date the form was submitted, and this is the date the person actually wants to start the project. So and then I'm saying I want it to output just in days, right? So you have to like be very, very instructive about this prompt so that you don't get like every any answer that you really don't want. So the next thing I want to do is that I actually want to create this is the main prompt. This is the prompt that will actually judge if this system is qualified or this particular lead is qualified. Now I'll run you through the entire stuff. So now I'm saying you are a lead assessor for an AI automation agency, and your task is to like evaluate, right, if the lead is actually qualified or disqualified based strictly on the form answer. So I provided the qualification rules. I'm saying the lead must have the answer yes, I run an online business, to the question, is your business an online business, right? And then the lead must have answered, I am the sole decision maker, to the question, who is responsible for making the final decision on the project. And the lead must have a date range value between 1 and 14. Remember what I said about the date range, right? Date range is the difference in days between when the form was submitted and when the lead wants to start, right? And if the lead meets all three conditions, you can see the asterisk. Like there's something about these systems. They like or like it's like markers. Like they see these asterisks as something that is very, very important, right? So I'm saying if the lead meets all three conditions, respond exactly with qualified. If the lead fails any of the conditions, respond exactly with disqualified. Right? Do not explain your reason. Do not add extra text. Output the word qualified or disqualified. So this is where I put in every of the inputs from the form. Right? You can just come over here and then start putting the input from the form, the tally form, right here. So I just put the input from the form. I put the business type, is your business an online business, who is the decision maker, and the date range. And now I just said, okay, output the results, and also added to the instruction that you're an expert lead assessor. Your job is to assess leads and determine if they are qualified or disqualified. So I added the memory key and I run this particular system. And that's exactly how the system works. So once I run this particular stuff, I create um a record in my Airtable, right? And then I'm saying if I'm putting name. The reason why I did this, I added Zapier to the end is because I ran it with two systems. I did it with Zapier and I did it with make.com, and I still got the same result actually. And I also got the email, right, and put the name of the company and the industry. And the next thing I did was that I also now added the qualification status. So this is going to determine if the lead was qualified or not. So this system is very, very important for people that get loads of leads daily, and they don't know how to pre-qualify these leads. These are just junk leads. These are leads that that is causing them at a let's say you are running a business that does beauty and skincare, and then you get leads from people that are doing AI automation, and then you're just wasting your time over leads. They just they ghost you, and then they don't talk again because they're not interested in what you are doing, right? So this system is meant to just gatekeep every of the people that are not interested. In fact, we can even gatekeep them based on the pricing, because I really don't want to do that based on the pricing. So if you're interested in clients that just want to pay a particular amount, you can disqualify those that choose a particular amount. But there's a strategic way we can actually do that, right? So this system is very, very good for someone that actually does this particular stuff. So see you guys in the next video. I thought that there will be somebody that actually wants to build this system for their business, and I just decided to share. Bye guys. See you next video, guys.